Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Right, let's see what tonight's decks, tarot and oracle decks are. Okay, we have the Fairy Lights Tarot. Okay, Fairy Lights Tarot with the Fairy Forest Oracle. Okay, so that's the first tarot and oracle deck I've got here. Fairy Forests with the Fairy Forest. Okay, we've got the Native American Tarot with the Shamanic Medicine cards. Okay, we've got let's have a look at this. Vintage Japanese tarot with the Japan Leningrad. Okay, I've got the Silver Witchcraft Tarot, Silver Witch Tarot with the Mists of Avalon Oracle. Okay, I've decided to do the Romantic Tarot with the astrology cards. And we've got here Coffee Tarot. Okay, we've got Epic Tarot. Okay, we've got the Angel Reading cards. And we've got the Keeper's Light Oracle. Okay, and I forgot one of the decks that I wanted to use tonight. And let's use Mary L. Tarot. And I've got the Angel Tarot by Travis McHenry as well. So let's see. So let's do some collective readings. Let's have a look. Okay, let's do the angel. Let's see what message the angels have for us. Oh, shoot. Stuffed up the cloth there. Okay, let's have a look at the Angel Tarot. Take a deep breath, relax. Let's see what message we've got for us as a collective. Okay, here we have Queen of Swords, all about the truth. To me, that is about the truth. And the angel is about Hamia, which is about the hope of all the earth. Ritual ceremony, and acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth, all the treasures of heaven and earth. Hero. To me, it's just very much about seeking the truth, about what's important, the treasures is right. The Magician, manifesting what we want by using our skills and our abilities. So in finding the truth is all about using our skills and our abilities to find that within ourselves. Here we have Five of Wands. Yes, there may be some battles and some challenges, things going on. So to me, it's about moderation, making sure we don't have the excess in what's going on. So let's have a look at the angel reading cards and see what message comes out. Here it's about finding the spot through, it says parking angel here. To me, this is about finding that spot by asking, finding what's important in that moment through connecting with the angels on some level, finding that spot that's important to where we need to be next. It's about speaking our own truth. Again, I get that whole angel of truth. So again, about nurturing the truth about the situation and what's actually going on, allowing us a sense of creativity to achieve what's important to our journey. And that's creativity could be in connection with the magician here. He can be, being able to manifest what he needs to achieve his goals. Really important. So some things to think about as a collective in the readings. So let's have a look. Here we have the Fairy Lights Tarot. Okay, so let's have a look. Here we got the Seven of Coins. It's about, what are you bringing into your life? It's about a sense of rightness. It's all about allowing what we want actually into our journey, or bringing what we want into our journey. A sense of, maybe there's a sense of walking away from what's not important, but walking towards what is of value to our own journey as well. We're walking towards what's of value to our journey. We're allowing us a sense of new adventure, new venture, new possibilities, a new love. Maybe it's a sense of a new love on some level, whether that's loving oneself or loving another. Here we've got this King of Cups. It's about your emotions. This could be a reminder to not sort of jump in and show your emotions all at once, and just maybe keep a little bit of your emotions to one side. It could be about not sharing completely everything and what's actually going on. So bringing what's important into your life by maybe walking towards something that's going to bring a new love, but don't do too much in one go. Just allow things. I'm just getting a sense it's slowly. Here we've got the sense of elven touch. So it's reminding us to sort of, lights here, really need to fix up the light here. Whew. So it might be, a sense of returning. This comeback, a sense of recovery, maybe a sense of nurturing ourselves on some level, with a sense of revival, a sense of coming into something new as well. So I get that sense of the Eight of Cups here, where you're walking towards something that's important and that you're coming back to. You're finding a sense of, here we got rebirth again. So I feel like that's a sense of really walking back to what's important, going back to what is important, being able to celebrate an event, to celebrate what's important with those of like mind. Hi, Sadhu. Yep, certainly. I'll just finish this. A sense of a new, a sense of something new, moving into new, what's possible. Again, that goes in with the Ace of Cups. So all I need is a question. So you just want a message from your guides. Okay, so you're working with the guides. Let's look at the Silver Witch Tarot with the Mists of Avalon Oracle. Message from your guides. Let's have a look. Message from Sadhu's guides. message from your guides. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, straight away, I'm sort of getting a sense of remembering to sort of nurture yourself, take care of yourself. A little bit of luxury is okay, because it allows you to sort of move ahead into new adventures, new beginnings, a sense of allowing yourself the sense of being free-spirited, bringing a sense of new opportunities as well, business opportunities in some way. Maybe it's a sense of being practical in the way that you are with your health and finances is super important. So enabling you to sort of be practical in how you take care of yourself as a whole. There may be messages coming through. Are they the messages that you actually, want? Are you ready to accept those messages that are coming through as well? Hi, Evie. So are you ready to accept the messages that are coming through? This is really about you beginning a new journey, but it does come from you being able to remember to take some time out for self. A little bit of luxury is okay, a little bit of pampering, a sense of allowing yourself a preparation to be able to move ahead. So there's definitely an opportunities coming some way, but it is a reminder to be practical in how you take care of your health and finances as well. Health, I think, is really, really important aspect of this, because it's going to allow you to accept the messages that are coming through for you as well, coming through internally. What messages are you opening up and listening to those messages as well? Here you've got Aaronhood here, which is about, definitely talks about your direction, having faith, being able to, I'm getting the word sort of faith is quite important for you. A sense of just believing in yourself is a huge thing as well. Believing in the direction that you're moving in. But the other world here, to me, this is about rebirthing. Definitely about a sense of renewal within oneself. It's about your spiritual journey as you move ahead. I think this is about your spiritual journey, really connecting with your own faith, your own belief, allowing yourself a sense of rebirthing is so important. It's about connecting maybe to the goddess or the mystery that lies within you, allowing yourself to gain a lot of self-knowledge is so important. So allowing yourself to actually sit quietly and actually connect to the mysteries of the other world, if you like. It's like the answers do come from within, the messages do come from within. Are you ready to sort of move ahead on this journey with the messages actually coming through and actually connecting to, or being practical in how you take care of yourself as a whole, holistically? I want to say holistic beginnings with what's going on. So remembering to take some time out, a little bit of pampering, a sense of a little bit of luxury, material gain, or gain in your health is super important as well. So yeah, really a message from Spirit Guides is about taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, being open to the messages that actually come from within you, within your own self. Are you ready to begin this new part of your journey? Are you being open? The Fool is also about being open, like there's no judgments, no bias in what's ahead of you, allowing yourself to begin this journey with no thought to what's possible, but just no limits, being limitless really to what lies ahead for you. And that's going to give you a sense of rebirthing, something new as you sort of connect to the mysteries of the past, or mysteries within yourself, not just the past, but mysteries within yourself. I think that's really important, having faith. So hopefully that'll give you sort of a bit of a message coming through. So welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when the next video will be. Links down below to check out, links on my channel as well, which you can look at. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos, leave comments, etc. And hopefully see more of you around. So yeah, let's have a look at a collective message. So I hope that helps to do. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm just going to do a collective reading using the Romantic Tarot. Let's do it real quick. Collectively, achievements. Looking at your achievements is so important. Allowing you to look at what you're missing. Looking at what you're dissatisfied with in life. Allowing you to look at maybe things that are not working for you emotionally. Looking at your priorities. What are you juggling? Things are not as they seem, as seems to be. And here we've got a sense of family life, a sense of union. Feels like everything's sort of coming together in some way. Just talking about having confidence. Being enthusiastic with faith, good fortune and authority. So this could be a time for you to sort of call on the energies of being, of the Sagittarius. It's talking about having confidence, having faith in what you want to actually achieve. You've got that sense of abundance, rich, earthy and productive, yet relaxed and slow. So it's not about rushing through things. This is Taurus energy here. So this is a sense, maybe it could be a time of sort of slowing down a little bit, not rushing into any situation. And not rushing allows a sense of faith and sense of vitality and energy coming through, which is super important. So there we are. I'm not going to be doing long tonight. It's just very quick. So I'm not sure who wants a reading, who's around, what's actually going on. I'm just doing a couple of really quick readings tonight. It's not going to be a long one. It's not going to be... So let's have a look at the Native American Tarot. Let's see what message we've got here. Chief of Shields. Again, they've got that opportunity coming. Are you still looking back instead of looking ahead? Secrets revealed. Sense of hidden knowledge comes from within. A lot of transformations and changes taking place. And it's all about the endurance, the strength that comes from within, the courage as well. So here you got the shamanic medicine cards. And you've got crystals here. So it's about amplifying what's actually going on. It feels like everything's sort of more than what it actually is. Oh, certainly, Anastasia. If you've got a question, certainly ask a question away and I'll do the reading for you. It's about connecting with the inner wisdom. Again, you've got that corn maiden coming in with the inner wisdom. And it's about seeking the truth. So, yep, that's the Native American tarot with the shamanic medicine cards. Okay, so the question is, oh, thanks, Anastasia, liked and subbed. Yep, brilliant. So your question is, you'd like to know if your parents moving into a new house is a good idea. So I'm going to use the Japanese tarot, vintage Japanese tarot with the Japan Leningrad. So I'm going to use these cards. So let's have a look. So moving into a new house. Okay, so there is a sense of endurance. I'm getting a sense of it's taking some time. Okay, EB, I'll do your reading for you as well when I've finished with Anastasia. Clarity needed. So enduring things, it's going to take, I'm definitely getting it's taking time, and it's about finding clarity about the situation. It's about finishing some tasks. Feels like something needs to finish, needs to feel complete. Okay. Well, it is important that they don't rush into it. I've got Knight of Swords here, and this is telling me sort of a sense of making sure they've got the plans, everything in place. They've got all the, it's about some tasks that need to be completed first. There are some things that they need to complete or they need to do before they can move into this house. Okay, they need to make sure they've got all the plans strategized, they've got everything sort of taken up. Backup plans are going to be really, really important. You know, have they making sure they've got clarity about what's important, because this is something that they're going to have to do a lot of I'm getting a lot of preparation for. Yeah, I think that's really important. Okay, I'm getting this shift. Definitely going to be moving into better, smoother waters. Things are going to be better, but it is about making sure they choose wisely with their decision. Okay, so there's definitely some things they need to do first. They need to make sure they've crossed all their, dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's. It's like they need to make sure they've got their plans in place. Everything's sort of taken. They need to make sure they've got everything taken care of. Hi, Uzma. Yep, I'll do your reading after. Hi, Garav. Okay, I do have a sense of trouble coming in. I've got the snake here, so there is some trouble. There are some challenges and things, but we do have a sense of the fish comes in, and that to me is about good fortune. So it does feel like things are going to move into a more positive. Here we've got the clover here, so it does bring in everything into a bit more positive light. So there are some challenges, but they can overcome those challenges, and I think part of it is just through preparation is certainly important. Announcements come into play as well. There is a birth of something new. Yeah, it's about being receptive about what's important, what's of value to the journey. It's about cutting away that debris. It's about doing one job at a time is super important as well. Does bring things into light, into illumination. It does feel like everything's positive, okay? But again, I'm talking about there are some things that they need to do as well, which is super important. So yeah, that's a value to the journey. So hopefully that sort of helps and makes some sense into what's going on. So let's have a look at some of the questions. So Anastasia, so if I've done a reading for you and you're unsure, don't forget to come back and check it when EB, unexpected good news for me in the next week or two. Okay. So don't forget, if I've done a reading for you, come back and check the reading maybe later when things are coming in. So you want to see what's unexpected. EB, any unexpected good news in the next week or two. Okay, so let's look at Mary Elm. Let's have a look at the Mary Elm. Let's see. Oh, these popped out. Okay, we're looking at the next 2 weeks, EB. So the next 2 weeks, I'd say this is all about making sure you feel like your decisions are allowing you to actually move forward, that you're not feeling like you're going around and round in circles. There are going to be some life's ups and downs, and that's part of the journey. It's allowing you to actually look at what you're sacrificing of yourself, allowing yourself to look at things from a different perspective as well is going to be super important. This is going to be a time of give and take, so making sure you're receiving as much as you're giving. Finding some balance, EB, is going to be super important as well. That's going to be super important. So EB, yeah, there's definitely a sense of, I want to say, a sense of creative passion coming in. It's like a new enterprise, a new venture. It's definitely been given an opportunity to move ahead on some level. Now, what's important for you, EB, is to check to make sure that you understand there are some things that you can control and some things you cannot. It's like looking at what's important in your journey and what just has to be. It's about accepting those challenges and allowing yourself to pick yourself up to move ahead is going to be super, super important. So I'm just going to get a sense of, I'm just getting the fairy forest here. So let's just have a look and see. Yes, it's definitely a couple of weeks of friends. I'm just getting the word frenzy and excitement. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I feel it could be a week of a lot of ups and downs. So this is about acknowledging your own authority, your own credibility. You know what? You know, look at your own creds. Look at your own status and who you are. Is super important. Here you're looking at your own power, you know, being empowered, your own will and determination, which is super important. So it's about having patience, but also about who are you working with this. It's like your cooperation with someone else, like you're working with someone else, and it's not necessarily someone physical. It could be working with the universe, working with spirit, working within oneself as well, to have a sense of wholeness. So within the next 2 weeks, it could be about looking at what direction you're actually moving in. Are you accepting life's ups and downs? What are you actually sacrificing within yourself as well? You know, are you able to look at things from a different perspective? And I think that's part of the Five of Cups and the Hanged Man sort of ties in together, looking at look at things that you can control and not what you cannot. There is a sense of trying to find a sense of balance. Could be a sense of a new love in some way, and whether that's loving oneself. There is an opportunity, an enterprise, and maybe a venture being offered to you. Are you ready to receive it? Are you ready to be open to it? Allowing yourself a sense of excitement, even though there could be a little bit of chaos happening around you. Can be a sense of one's own power, being empowered on this journey. Allowing yourself to make sure you've got all the plans, you're cooperating, maybe you're working with someone else in some way. And it's about, I think it's about your own credibility. It's about acknowledging your own skills, your own abilities, and allowing yourself to use that to move ahead, EB. So that's your question answered. So hopefully that sort of gives you some answers. So let's have a look and see what is next in questions. Okay, Gaurav, abundance in long term. Yes, you're working hard. Yes, there's going to be abundance, Gaurav. That has come up lots of times, but it does come with a lot of hard work. Ooh, I have done these reading, Gaurav. I have done this for you in the past. I just keep getting that it's all going to be about the work that you do. It's all about the commitment. It's all about putting in the effort. It's definitely about the choices you make. It's all about the messages that you receive along the way. It's about the, what's of value to your journey. It's what you're bringing in. It's going to be super important. There will be some battles. There will be some challenges along the way. And it's all about how much you give as well as receive. Are you giving unconditionally? This could be looking at how much are you actually giving away of yourself and not expecting anything in return. So that can be part of the thing. Maybe you're giving too much away of oneself, and that could be the challenge. So it could be about looking at things from a different perspective. Maybe you need to look at what are you actually sacrificing of yourself along the way. There is a possibility of abundance, Gaurav, but it's all about the work that you put in for oneself. So I think that's something you really need to think about. So, yeah. Gaurav, done. Yuzma, please. When will S contact me next week? When will Slay your existence? If you want a reading, just type in your question and I'll come back to it. Okay, Uzma. Let's have a look. Hi, Manisha. Okay, Uzma. Contact. This is going to be a slow journey. This is it's just telling me this is in time. Be patient. Don't be in such a hurry. It's definitely about contemplation. There seems to be a lot of reflection going on about the direction moving ahead. It does seem to sort of be working on that. Here we've got 8. Ooh, so what are you walking into or walking away from in regard to the relationship? Hi, Pramila. Okay, so Uzma, we're talking about connection, contact, and that. I feel like it's going to be a very slow contact. I just don't feel like it's straight away. It does feel like there's definitely movement ahead. Could be quite slow. Sense of walking away from something as well. There is a sense of renewal, rebirthing of the emotions. So there could be some changes going on within the emotional aspect of the whole situation. So I'm just sort of really not getting. It's just allowing yourself have the faith, have the just that it will happen. I'm just getting a very slow, so I'm just not sure. Painstaking seems really important. So it just feels like I want to say the boiled kettle never, a watch kettle never boils. So with expectations, I think comes disappointment. May not be as you want it to be. There could be a sense of being intense. I think you're creating it more of an intense situation than it needs to be. I'm just not getting that the call is definitely going to be next week. Actually, I'm sort of getting a sense of you moving into your own direction, as well. Okay, it's time for you to take back your own power. Okay, Uzma, I'm just not getting a sense of phone call or contact next week. I'm just not getting that immediate contact. So basically your question was, when will S contact me? And I'm just sort of not getting anything like in us next week, and I'm just not getting a definite yes in that regard. There may be some contact, but it comes with a sense of having patience, allowing yourself to move through into being empowered on your journey as well. I think that's something that you sort of really need to sort of think about as you move ahead, Uzma. So yeah, that's it with that one. So let's have a look at anyone else. So we've got that. Manisha. Okay, how many days? We're not really sort of going to do the cards. I don't really do a lot of timing exercise, as in that how many days before P contacts you. Doesn't really empower you. It's a sort of a very quick question. It's not really okay. So if we do this, how many days? And let's have a look. And I did this, it would be basically 16 days. To me, that's, I've got a 10 here and a 6. So to me, if the question is how many days until P contacts you, it could be within the next 16 days. Okay, could be within the next 16 days. I mean, no guarantees, of course, because it depends on situation. Depends on choices made. It's also about the other person, what's going on in their life as well, and how it affects you. So yeah, Manisha, you know, thinking about your question, you know, how can you be empowered? It doesn't really give you much. You said how many days? I say about 16 days maybe before you're contacted. What does the month of September have in store for me? Okay, what does the month of September have in store for me? Slay, what does the month of September have in store? Okay, so let's do the Native American Tarot with the Shamanic Medicine cards. Let's have a look. What's in store for you for the month of September? So let's look at the months ahead. An overview here. Okay, well, a lot of transformations going on. There's a lot of changes taking place, a lot of transitions. Could be a sense about finding, you know, seeking the truth, expecting the truth of the situation that's going on. Maybe this is a month of discovering the truth as well. It's a lot of secrets happening, so I think that could be part of the truth and the transitions, the changes taking place Could be a lot of secrets from within. Maiden of Pipes. Now this card to me is get a sense of your creativity coming into play, and new beginnings, new creativity, but also a new passion, new desires. It's like you're moving through into new levels of, I want to say, spirituality in this case. So here we've got the transformations, we've got the changes taking place. It's like things are finishing, starting new. It seems to be a month of new beginnings in some way, a sense of renewal, rebirthing, as you have the sense of the truth coming forward. And that's part of what's been happening. It feels like lots of things have been hidden and they're coming into play. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's been hidden and it's coming into the forefront at all. And it's allowing you to sort of move through with creative energy, with a sense of vitality, allowing a sense of new awareness, new possibilities for you as well, Slay. So it's going to be quite a big month. There is going to be a sense of burdens, or it feels like things are not quite as you expect them to be. It's going to really ask that you work hard for yourself as well, sense of working hard. There could be a sense of hesitation taking place as well. You might feel like you're hesitating, you're observing, you're not quite ready, even though you've got this idea in your head and you've got this creative energy, you know, this enthusiasm. There'll still be a sense of hesitation taking place, and allows you maybe to face the unknown. Look at the cycles, you know, what stage you are at as you move through it. It might be a sense of feeling like things are being illuminated, or things are being a time of reflection as well. It could be a month of reflection. So let's look at the shamanic medicine cards. We've got a sense of building foundations, maybe looking at the foundation of who you are as an individual, Slay. Might be super important. Might be a sense of divination, so a sense of finding the answers within the cards. It's sort of a combination here. It's all about, you know, finding seeking the answers. It's about finding a sense of completion, feeling like everything's sort of coming together in some way, by being able to express what's important, what's of value to your journey, what's of value to who you are as an individual. Allowing yourself to honor self, honor those that have passed, honor the ancient knowledge that's coming through for you, or the secrets that are being revealed. Allowing yourself to acknowledge that is going to be an important part of the journey as well for you for the month of September. Okay, so that's it for you there, and message from spirit guides. Let's have a look. Here I'm going to use the Keepers of Light. Okay, Keepers of Light, let's have a look. Oh, we've got a few cards here coming through, of course. Okay, we've got Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, talking about knowing you're safe. Okay, Promula, Shama. Okay, message from your spirit guides comes from knowing you're safe, knowing you can surrender your concerns and allow the miracles to actually occur. Knowing that you are, I want to say, moving through new steps, honoring your inner force. So you're honoring who you are as an individual as well. As you move forward on new possibilities, it's about trusting yourself, love and acceptance, accepting the hope of what moves into it, knowing that love's yours on some way, recognizing your divine worth, choosing loving thoughts. So this is, I think, it's really about you, about how you're developing, how you're developing within oneself. You're allowing yourself to connect to your ancestors, to your lineage, knowing that any wounds from the past or any past hurts are being healed as well is going to be super, super important. So, oh, another card just flew out. Oh, here we've got wisdom coming through. So we've got this cloak of wisdom. It's like you already know the answers that you already seek. The answers actually come from within, which is why I think I'm getting the sense of trusting oneself, acceptance and knowledge, about unleashing your spirit, your own spirit, expressing your gifts. So it's about acknowledging who you are as an individual as well is going to be super important. Okay, so let's look at the angels on this angel reading card. Okay, so here we are. Again, about finding that sense of that spot that's important, that allowing you to find that sense, that white light coming in, allowing your true self to shine through, knowing everything's happening as it should do as well, connecting with the your spirit animal as well, your animal totem. Maybe you're working with animals on some level, and that's about finding your inner truth as well. So this is really about finding that spot that's important for you, allowing your true self to actually shine through, knowing everything's happening as it should do. That's why I get the sense of acceptance and trust and love, and knowing that everything is as it should be in some way for you. It could be about connecting with animals on some level as well. Super, super important, and about connecting to your own inner truth or the truth of the situation as well. So there you are, your message from your spirit guides. So yeah, and moonlight, message from the angels here. Let's get the angel tarot. Moonlight, let's get a message for you here. It's all about direction. It's all about Archangel Michael as well. We've got perseverance, success. It's about overcoming your challenges, allowing yourself to move in the direction that's of value to you as well. There is a sense of victory coming as well, moonlight. So it's about knowing that victory is yours. It's about being safe in traveling. It's about being safe while you travel, knowing that, allowing yourself to see that things are not as you expect them to be, in a way, allowing yourself to see what the missing aspects of your journey as well. What are you missing? What are you quite not seeing? What's allowing you to feel a sense of protection? Protecting oneself seems to be a really important aspect for you right now. Making sure you stay safe in all you do. Could be a sense of allowing yourself, everything sort of coming together. I'm getting a sense of, again, I get a sense of victory, finding some inner peace, knowing that the challenges or the obstacles that have been coming your way, you can overcome them. You can have success or victory and inner peace, but that comes from within oneself, knowing that asking for help is going to be really important as well, knowing you're actually not alone, finding this inner light. It could be a sense of solitude, through meditation and reflection could be super important for you as well. So let's look at the Keepers of Light by Kyle Gray. Whoa, that flew out. Here we've got Green Tara with Supreme Protection. So its protection seems to be quite strong when I look at these cards here, and about manifesting what you want, knowing you're actually protected, you're safe. I think that's about having faith in that you are safe as well. I'm getting a lot about you protecting yourself. You might be protecting someone else, but you also have to protect yourself as well. You have to keep yourself safe. This is a sense of you, yes, you're protecting other people, but don't forget to take care of self as well. It seems to be really important. It seems like you give so much of to other people, you may forget to actually take care of oneself. Yes, there's abundance here. It feels like everything's sort of coming into obstacles actually being removed, that you've actually got support. There is a sense of you, yep, everything's going to work in divine order. It's all about doing what's right. But don't forget to take care of self as well. Yes, you're going to have victory. Yes, you're going to have infinite abundance. Feels like everything's sort of moving in the right direction. But don't forget self. Yes, you're a caregiver, but don't forget to protect self as well. Okay, and you know everything's going in the right direction. Don't forget to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So yes, it might be a sense of sacred vision, or it might be a sense of vision in regards to taking care of other people because if you're a caregiver, that sort of thing. But it is important to actually take care of self. I think that's one really, really important aspect that's coming through is, yes, you're protecting other people. Yes, there's going to be success and victory in that. But you do also have to take care of self. You do have to nurture yourself. It's like trying to find some balance in what you're giving to others and what you're actually giving to yourself. Okay, so that's one thing that you really need to sort of think about in that journey. Yeah, love has no boundaries. So, right, okay. Your son's in a okay. So even though I know you're doing a lot and that's really stressful and you're going through a really difficult time, this is a reminder to actually take care of yourself as well, because you are no good to anyone if you don't nurture yourself. Okay, if you're not taking care of you, you'll burn out. Okay, and it will become too much, too overwhelming, and it will become too much. So really important for you to nurture. This is a reminder for you to actually nurture self. Okay, so that's really important for you at this time. It really is about nurturing you. Okay, so Moonlight, yeah, I think that's really important. Okay, so really important for you, Moonlight, to be nurturing you. Okay, that is super, super important. Okay, so what I'm going to do is one last thing. Working with an oracle deck, I'm just going to leave a collective message using Vesta's Art Oracle deck, available on Make Playing Cards. You can find the link on my channel. Don't forget to check the links below to like, subscribe, ring that bell so you know when my next videos will be uploaded. Don't forget to check out the links on my site. Check out the links down below. So let's see what the collective message is for all of us through Vesta's Art Oracle deck. This is a deck that I made, available through Make Playing Cards. So the messages, maybe solitude could be important. So it's about taking some time out, nurturing self. It seems to be an important theme. It's about maybe nature, sitting in silence. So it may be about spending some time outside when possible, of course. Spending some time just alone, sitting in nature, solitude, finding some place to and awaken your inner joy, peace, and bliss, finding some inner peace within oneself. It's interesting, these three cards that are coming through. It's also about being ready to pack your bags and launch your journey, travel and adventure. And it may not be a physical journey as well, it could be a spiritual journey, maybe through being in solitude, maybe being in nature, finding some inner peace within oneself. You begin a new journey of your spiritual awareness in some way, maybe a self-discovery could be as well. Maybe it allows you to have a new lust for life, some energy, some passion, vitality within what's possible for oneself. It may bring a sense of spiritual transformation. Spiritually, you may find yourself making some changes in your life as well. And that is through the solitude, being in nature, finding that inner peace, that inner joy, that bliss, and allowing you to actually choose how you react to situations as well. Maybe you're finding yourself snapping or being aggressive in some way. So doing these things allows you to change the way that you choose to react to situations as well. So let's have a look. We've got abstract thinking, so maybe we need to look outside of the square. Maybe we need to look at things a little differently, look at things from a different perspective on some way, connecting to how our inner world reacts with our outer world, or our outer world affects our inner world as well. Our the triple goddess spiral of life could be about how we are connecting to the archetype of who we are as an individual as well. It could be part of the journey. So yeah, that's it from me. So I'm going to say good night and blessed be. Thank you for being with HeKate's Crossing, and hope to see you on Thursday. Tonight's Tuesday, so another 2 nights away, Thursday, and I will be back for an hour of readings. Take care and blessed be.